Word, man.
I'ma just hold this by
Yeah, I got the camera, you know what I'm saying?
Get in there.
Real quick, welcome back home, first of all, from the trip, man. How was everything? It went smooth?
Amazing. Obviously, that's home. Then I bring my man home. Haven't been back for 7 years. It was wild. We did not sleep. What time would we go to bed every night?
I don't even know, really. I know we got minimum probably 4 hours.
Y'all was out there partying every night. That's what's up, as you should. And you hit the Nottingham, or what is it, the Notting Hill?
Oh, you better say it right. You better say it, Notting Hill.
Y'all hit the festival, the carnival, and all that.
Oh yeah, it was crazy.
Amazing.
Alright, that's dope.
Out there. It was lit.
Yeah, it's a celebration of Jamaican, Caribbean culture. Like, it's a big deal.
I saw some Trinidadians out there.
Everything.
Oh, that's fire. That's fire, man. I'm mad I missed it. They was telling me it was gonna be dope like that,
you was
man.
just out there too.
Hey, well, speaking of what I missed, on the news, they was like, white people been attacking immigrants and black folks out there. They say they burned down 2 hotels, I think Holiday Inns, because they was housing asylum seekers. And so when I hit you about it, you said you hadn't heard of it? Like, you didn't know that was going on?
We heard of it. Like,
nothing but the news, really. Like, if we not actively seeing that in the streets while we're out there.
There was definitely protests. There was definitely probably like people that got hurt, which is freaking awful. Like, just like Notting Hill Carnival, there's 5 stabbings, but there's millions of people there. Do you know what I mean? So
and then we didn't even see that though. You know what I'm saying? They reported on the news there was like 15 incidents over that just the family day, the first day there. But we were there the entirety of the carnival and we didn't see any of that. But not to say it didn't happen.
Of course.
Nah, but I'm happy to hear that. I'm glad y'all, wasn't around any bullshit. I don't want you to run into no drama, especially on vacation.
The company you keep, man. The company you keep. You already know.
That's a fact. So real quick, that was one of the 2 things I wanted to ask. So you saying you didn't witness any of that in the areas you were in? None of that was going on?
None of that.
We stayed in Elephant Castle, which is like a neighborhood not too far from like central London.
Definitely.
Okay.
But then we went all over. We probably hit about 6 or 7
different areas.
Maybe more than that. We were all the way out in Swindon, you know what I mean? So we cast a wide net. I'm telling you, we didn't see that.
Yeah.
Did you all go north at all?
Yeah, we went.
Where north did we go?
North. Oh my god, this is making me sound bad. But we were like, so London's very small. So yes, we went north, south. We didn't go east because we didn't go to Liv's guy's house. So we went, but we didn't go too much west. Like, I know all those areas. It's all the same. You have your bad areas, your good areas.
I heard west is trash anyway. They act like you're not missing nothing over there. Just from what I hear. But they was telling me most of the stuff was going on in the north, like the Midlands and the north.
No, everything's still city vibes in London, But like South London, I'm from South London, so I don't really care about west, north, east.
Same here, south side all day. Ain't nobody tripping about the west side,
Our south side's a bit different, but a little bit, but we still have bad areas.
Y'all, every side is different out there. Like that's how it's built, The ends over here look like the ends.
Do you feel safer, or like how do you feel in comparison? Like
I told her while I was out there, it just felt you could walk a bit differently out there for sure. I mean, you always gonna be aware everywhere you at, and that's why I was saying I didn't see any of that stuff. We never felt like at any point we were in danger or it was things going on around us. Like at all, we would go back and see the stuff on the news and be like,
it's a lot.
That's good.
Situation like normal life. I think it's important to say, like when those boys, it was late at night.
Yeah.
I don't know how to explain it. Remember, rough and tumble.
Low key, because they was warning me that about the soccer game when they was playing the Euros. They was like, be careful, because last time when they lost, they started fighting black people, because I guess the black players missed the penalties at the end or whatever. So they was warning me even in Brixton when I watched the game, like, be careful because they might go crazy. And none of that happened, fortunately, but...
There are like loud few, and in real life there is. And if those people are doing it on social, in real life.
Yes.
It's
a crazy few, and I don't feel like we ever knocked into anyone in London while we were there, white people, all racist. But we felt like they were gonna... But we went to the Arsenal game, Saka. We're surrounded by white people too, but no,
of course.
It's not.
But no issues.
Like that, you can see that how it could be incidents, but it's always the loud views.
Okay. From your experience, because was that your first time there, or you been there before?
My first time. I don't count. I did a day trip before, but I don't count.
Okay, nah, this your first time really getting your feet wet, just like mine. So I'ma ask you, based off your experience and from what you heard, since thankfully you didn't see any of that drama in the protest, could you see yourself living out there? Like, or do you think the racism is comparable there to in America? Because we don't really see it much in Chicago either, but it exists in smaller towns and like they were describing that.
When I was living in Japan, it exists there. It's just the levels and the severity of which it exists. And I would say, in a way, I could see myself living in London for the sheer fact that the mix.
Nigga, you got her cheese and saying that. She get broken fast now.
Yeah, it's a mix of cultures there. So you're walking past your different brother and different sister each day. So of course, it's when you got a bunch of people in any place, that it's gonna be differences and conflict and stuff, just like America. We segregated ourselves. We thought that back in the day from the conflict. That's why the city's still segregated.
That's real.
When you mix it all up, it's gonna be conflict. It's just how certain few deal with it. But that's why I said I didn't see those certain few. I know they was out there. They was on the news. You know what I'm saying? You talked to me about what you seen too. But I would say it's no difference. So it's just. I would prefer to be around so many of my people and, just seeing the different races and know that there's still a bit of racism that exists that don't exist anyway, as opposed to being segregated.
Good or bad, I would say London is a bit more subliminal. The racism is a little bit subliminal in comparison to America. It's still very few and far between in terms of the Chicago city and London city, but it's just a bit different in London.
My buddy said the same thing.
Better or worse, to be honest.
Yeah, a chick out there, she said the same thing, like it's much more subliminal. The one thing I would say by comparison is like the north of America, like the northern cities, New York, Chicago, I feel like it's that type of vibe. And it ain't till you go down south where it's more in your face and you know what I mean?
And that's what some people say about the outer parts of the UK and outside of London, like some of those other parts in England and stuff. Then you start seeing more of the demographics and what it represents, and that's all it is.
Which is diversity is very similar to, I think we have like 1% more than New York City. So it's hard to be, it's more difficult to be open racist in a place like London and New York. And Chicago come in closer by, but not as, just because it's so diverse. Your neighbor is Indian person.
Yeah, Chicago is much more segregated.
Like, it's just crazy. From Ghana, like from Nigeria. Different ways.
I said that after going, I'm like, if you live in London and you never had a friend outside your race or day, I'm like, that's a choice, because it's too easy to mingle with other people from all over. So that's real.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, you see this mistake, and I'm holding this by hand, boy.
Hey, well, I'm glad y'all enjoyed yourself. I'm glad you stayed out of the way of the bullshit, the racism. So I guess, at the end of the day, that's a good thing, because y'all the third people that I spoke to, and everybody been saying what y'all been saying. It's like, we've heard about it, but we haven't seen it, at least in the areas that we in. So it sounds similar again to here. You don't see that in Chicago, probably not even really in New York, big cities where it's diversity and it's a big population of black folks. But if you leave the city and you in the rural areas where the white people are the majority of the population, then that's when you run into that type of activity and, So, alright, well, good to hear, man. I'm gonna say one last time, welcome back. I'm glad y'all made it safe. Glad y'all had a good time. And shit, I guess I'll just see y'all soon now that you're back in the city, man.
So appreciate you, man.
Alright, you too, man. Have a good one. Enjoy dinner. Catch you later. Alright, peace.
How are you?
I'm good. How you been?
Oh my God, how have you been?
I've been busy, man, working hard. I wanted to check in and see how you doing, but mainly I've been meaning to call you just to make sure you good, man, with all the rioting and all that crazy stuff going on out there.
I am good, man. They can't hold a good woman down. Come on, man. This is me.
That's a fact. You know that.
Yeah, no, I'm good, you know. You know what? I so wish you were here over the summer. There was so much good stuff going on.
Yeah.
Literally. They had a huge reggae festival. 60,000 people, and it was so good. Next year, if you can come down next year, I'm telling you have to come around August time.
Alright, I'm gonna look into that. I might be able to make that trip, man.
Honestly, you will love it. They had all the really good artists like Yellow Man. They had Collie Buds. They had so many good reggae artists.
Alright, hey, I'm gonna check that out then on my next trip.
When I was there, I'm not joking, I looked out in the sea among of people and I thought, oh my God, where is Ras, man? He would have loved this.
Hey, next time, man, I gotta come back to check it out now.
100%.
So your area is nowhere near where the white people been acting a fool, attacking black people and all that?
No. That's been mainly sort of up north, isn't it? Like Manchester.
Yeah, that's what I heard, like the North and Midlands and all of that.
Listen, white people are not stupid. They're not coming to my ends to come and kick off with black people because we ain't having a bar of it.
Everybody I know in Brixton nah, we haven't seen any of that. None of that is happening over here.
The footage from London, because obviously I only met you sort of the last 2 days, so you have a lot to edit.
Yeah, I got a gang of stuff, but that's part of why I was calling you to check on you, make sure you good. But then I've been talking to my people over there too, checking, doing wellness checks, just making sure y'all good. Cause on the news over here, every day they showing me a different story and some crazy shit over there. But then when I talk to people here, most of them haven't even heard anything about it. And then I actually got a friend over there right now from Chicago, his girlfriend from London. So she took him there.
Oh, that guy.
Yeah, for the festival.
No, that's a different guy, isn't it?
Nah, yeah, you don't know him. So I asked him, you been good? You know, ain't nobody been acting crazy wherever you are in England. And he didn't know nothing about it. He was like, I didn't even know that was going on here.
It's not too much happening in London. It's more up north where it's predominantly white areas. That's how you know these people ain't about it because they're not coming where the niggas be. They're coming where it's. Imagine they're protesting against immigrants in predominantly white cities.
Hey, but when you say that, that's so funny because it's the same way they do here. When they act a fool or they attack black people they never come to Chicago. They never come to the hood or anywhere big black cities. They go where they outnumber us, you know?
Yeah, of course. That's what we'd expect because they're cowardly. They haven't got the balls to come and do it where there's black people, man. Hey, come on, man.
That's crazy. Well, I'm glad you good. I'm glad everybody I know out there in a safe location, man.
We're good, man. We're good over here. Party over here, you know?
Alright. Low key, this is my homie, man. My buddy I known since I was 5. It's his birthday today. He calling.
Oh, where is he?
He calling me now. We grew up down the street from each other in Inglewood, but I think he doing something tonight. So let me holler at him, man. I'm gonna check back in with you soon. It was good to see you. I haven't seen you in a minute.
Too.
Yeah.
I know. It literally feels so long ago already.
Hey, boy.
But for real, man, hit me up. Speak to you soon.
All right, later,
Take
girl.
care, yeah?
Later.
Bye.
Peace.
Yeah.
I just want to check on you, make sure you've been good, because I heard a lot of the drama that's been going on out there has been in the north, like the Midlands and the north part of the country. So I'm like, I gotta check on my boy, make sure he good, you know.
Yeah, man, definitely. I'm good, man.
All right, good. It hasn't been really going on in your area, has it?
That's the thing, though. Like, all of this media, like, it's hyping the thing up. Like, it hasn't been going on. I haven't seen shit, man.
Straight up.
Trust me, like, you know what? Like, I heard on like some news thing, you know, like on Sky News and stuff. Like, it's happening in my city as well. Like, it's happening in Manny, it's happening in Burley. Out in Manny, I ain't see shit. I'm in Burley right now. Nothing's going on, bro.
Hey, well, I'm happy to hear that. I don't want to hear you saying it's crazy. But you're right, because I just talked to this chick I met out there, and she was saying that, like, yeah, that's not in my area. The white folks not going to go crazy over here. It's too many black people here. She's like, that's mostly, like, the North, Manchester, this and that. So I'm like, damn.
Well, you see what, like, see, as you've seen, yeah, how big London is.
Yeah, hell yeah. Huge.
London is way big. And everybody, like, maybe they're protesting about Palestine and stuff, like, maybe in fucking West London, because mostly, like, it happens in West London. Yeah, where the chilling area is.
Okay.
Like, where the posh areas as well, like, white people and stuff. So the Indians that live around there, or the Pakistanis, yeah, or the Muslims in general, yeah, they make a fuss about it, they protest and that, but it's fuck all, bro. Like, same area.
Yeah.
Like Vibes Cartel was fucking performing just the other day, bro. And so I'm saying, like, it's.
So you saying it's more Palestine protests you seeing than anything? You're not seeing the.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's more Palestine protests, bro. Like, I can say that. Yeah, I can see that. But still, like, it's not how they're showing it in the news. Like, you understand?
I'm not gonna say it's as bad as they saying in the news, because the news usually does lie and, you know, exaggerate. Right. But they were saying they burned down 2 Holiday Inns, man, like in 2 different cities.
No,
that's what I heard. They said in what is it, Rotherham and Tamworth.
Bro, I've lived in England all my life. I don't even know where that other place is. I haven't even ever heard of it. Like,
that's probably one of the white areas where, like, black people don't even go out there like that. And she said the same thing. Like I said, she was like, nah, it's in the whiter cities and areas. She was like, they're not gonna do that where we are.
And plus, those places that you're naming right now, they're not even cities, bro. They're like little towns.
Ah, okay, that makes sense, man.
Yeah. You can't compare it with. It's not even like Rotherham. It's not even bigger than North London.
Okay, good. I'm happy to hear it's not as widespread as the news is making it seem. But then, to be honest, that's part of why I wanted to check in with a couple of y'all too, because it's not being talked about at all in the news over here. So it's like, I don't know if it's like they exaggerating way too much or it's too downplayed over here, where it's like, okay, it's happening, it just might not be as bad as they saying. But
yeah, they're exaggerating, fam. They're exaggerating, and plus, like, they're all doing it because you see, the new prime minister that got it right now, like, he doesn't want no immigrants, you know. But thing is, he doesn't want immigrants, but he's still granting some big time welfare shit, you know, like, and obviously, like, the country's in the debt. And the previous prime minister, who, like, people didn't like because he was Indian, obviously. Yeah. First Indian prime minister, and they didn't want him, the white guy. And the Indian prime minister was actually, like, fighting on immigration, you know, fighting on immigration and everything.
That's crazy, man.
Where I am at right now, barely, it's getting packed with Bulgarians and Romanians and Ukrainians as well. And all of these people have just come in. And obviously they're Europeans, so, like, they can get in, you know.
Right.
And then afterwards, when they're told, like, go back or something, they're not going back, bro. They say, no, man, I'm staying.
Right, why would they? Shit, yeah, I got a house, you paying me, like.
Yeah, everything is getting paid for, bro. That's the thing.
Hey, but the one thing I will say, and you tell me if I'm wrong, even though it ain't as bad as you say, as the news is saying.
Yeah.
Is it the same as America? Because over here, it's like when Ukraine had they still fighting Russia, but thousands of Ukrainians got brought over here and they helped them out.
Yeah.
The same thing with Israel and Palestine. But I noticed in America, like when the Haitians were going through their issues and trying to come over here, they kept them out of our country, man. They didn't give them all these benefits and help them and give them money. They kicked them back to Haiti. And same thing with like African immigrants. Anybody that's like black or brown, it's like, oh, ain't no love. Go back to your country. But then when it's white immigrants, it's like, yeah, we got some room. We got some money for you.
Bro, those are allies. Those are allies, man. Israel is an ally for England. England is the one that gave them the bill for Israel to make Israel. As a matter of fact, if you didn't know, in the land of Palestine.
You say England did?
Yeah.
America did too. It ain't just England. America been giving them money too.
Yeah. No, it's not money. What I'm saying, Palestine is a British territory. Yeah, it's one of the British colonies. Yeah. But obviously, Palestinians have their roots over there. You know.
Right.
When Hitler and all of that shindig happened, so the Israelis, you know, they moved out of there. They moved out of Germany, they moved out of Poland and everywhere, you know. And then they were just, you know, immigrants of areas in America and everywhere, yeah. And then they wanted to claim back their promised land. Bear in mind, they left it way before the 1900s, the 1800s.
Right.
You know, they wanted to go find a better life. You know, that's why they went Germany, they went Poland and everything. You know, they went Europe.
They even looked at a spot in Africa, from what I understand.
Right. So they went away from there. So after that, they got kicked out of all those countries. They wanted to claim back their country, the promised land or something. So obviously England had it on hand. And he said, you don't go back to your promised land, and then you create a border.
Damn, I ain't know that.
Yeah, you know that. That's part of history, man. That was the bill came out in 1970s or something, or 69 or something.
Yeah, that's before my time. I wasn't around. I never heard that.
Yeah, that's part of history, man. Everything that's happening in England here, it's their own fault. See, back in the 1945 and 1950s, England was going through a recession, right?
Yeah.
And because England gave back all their territories that they had in hand, they gave back India. India was English territory.
Yeah, I know that. Yeah.
Obviously, bare African areas, there were English territories, including my country, Tanzania, bro.
Right.
British territory.
Fact.
Yeah, so all those colonies were let free in the 1950s. So in the 1960s and 70s, England was going through a recession. Yeah. So England opened doors itself to Jamaica. Jamaica as well, you know. Jamaica is still a British territory.
Is that part of the Windrush generation when that happened?
I don't know. But what I'd say is England opened the doors for Jamaicans and Indians and Pakistanis to come to England to work manual labor.
Yeah, that's the Windrush gen. I learned about that in Brixton. They had a bunch of, they mostly talked about Jamaicans, but they was that's why so many Jamaicans here, because they asked them to come to work and build it up. And then after so many years, they was like, okay, it's time for y'all to go back home. It's we've been here for 15, 20 years now. What you mean go home? This is home now.
But you know what? Even so, until 1995, Jamaicans could come in England without no visa, bro.
Yeah.
Even Indians as well. They could come in England without no visa.
Yeah, that must be the Windrush, because it's about 20 years where they was like, okay, you can come and work, and then they was like, all right, the work is done now. Stop coming over here. Matter of fact, go back home now. That's wild, bro.
And as you know, Jamaicans came in and Indians came in. They procreated, they multiplied.
Yeah, right.
And whoever was born here was English after that. They were British.
Exactly.
So how can you tell people to go out of their own country?
Yeah, man, that's all I know now. And you invited me here. That's the killer part. You told me to come. Now you telling me to leave.
Right. Yeah, they're their own culprit, man. It's wild.
Ironically, again, that remind me of black folks over here, because it's a lot of us were already here before Europeans came, but the ones who were brought as slaves, it's that's their attitude for us now. We don't want you here. You can go back to Africa. It's none of us, the ones who didn't choose to come, you made us come here. Nigga, I would have happily stayed in Africa if I had the choice, you know?
Yeah, definitely.
But
even them so that's not their country as well, man. They're Polish natives or something, German or something.
Fact.
They should go back too. moved
from all over the man. Just the way I've seen the focus of the people who are participating in these like riots and attacks, they seem to be focused on immigrants, but specifically black, Africans, Muslims. You know what I'm saying? Not like all immigrants, like you say, the Polish need to go back, the Russians. It's like, nah, you only seem to be hating on specifically a certain group of immigrants, you know? So it's no coincidence with that shit, but...
No. Especially when you see, like, they have their own fucking animosity towards the Russian, and they're not telling the Russians to go back.
Exactly.
The fuck, man?
Right. Why it ain't the same energy? Right. Hey, well, look, I ain't...
Tell them to go back to Putin.
Facts, bro.